Today, I'm getting an Arabic-inspired makeover. Everyone, meet Ibtisam Almashor, a makeup artist based in Singapore who trained with makeup by Mario himself. Ibtisam is a super mum of 3 who runs her own makeup business, teaches workshops, and is also a content creator. Today, she's going to be transforming me. She's going to do a different look compared to my everyday sort of makeup that you guys see me in. It's going to be dark, it's going to be glam, it's going to be different. First, she starts with skin prep. She's applying the Bobbi Brown moisturizer to hydrate and prep my skin.
I'm going to do your brows first.
Oh, you can do brows first?
Yeah.
So she's going to fill them in with a Benefit Brow Powder palette. Now this Arabic-inspired makeup look calls for bold, sculpted, defined brows. So she's filling them in a little bit darker than how I usually have my brows, but it's all going to come together and complement the eye makeup that she's going to do on me. After that, she'll clean up the shape of my brows using concealer. Underneath the brows, she'll use a lighter shade to highlight, and for the area on top of my brows, she'll use a concealer that matches my skin tone. And now, of course, she's going to blend this out so I don't look all crazy, and she uses a small fluffy brush to do that. Now she's starting on my eye makeup. For base, she's just applying a concealer all over my lid. And then she'll do a wash of color with this warm peachy shadow from Tarte.
You just go like little by little so that it's not too much. So eyeshadow is all about blending.
Afterwards, she'll go in with a bronzy shade and start building up the intensity of my eye makeup look slowly. For the inner corner, she's going to apply a nice highlight champagne shade. Then she'll just quickly clean up any fallout underneath my eyes.
This is actually my own, but I've not launched it.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like in a testing process.
To make the eye makeup pop, she's going to apply a liquid glitter pigment. And this one is one that she developed herself for her own brand. Ooh, look at that color pop.
So now I'm gonna smoke your eyes.
Let's get smoking. Once that liquid glitter sets, she's going to start smoking out my eyes with some black shadow. Now I must admit, it's been a long time since I've worn a black smoky eye. It kind of makes me reminisce my young clubbing days. Boy, those days were fun. Now I'm stuck at home with a toddler, which is a completely different type of fun. Okay, that's it for eyes for the time being. Ibtisam's going to wipe away any of that fallout and start working on my base. Then she'll go back and finish the eyes afterwards. On my skin, she's spritzing on a layer of pore setting spray. Then she's applying a small amount of pore primer just in my T-zone and the center of my face to create a smooth, flawless canvas. After that, she color corrects under my eyes using the Tarte Shape Tape Corrector. After that, Ibtisam applies the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. She's going to use 2 shades. The first one is one that matches my skin tone that she'll apply all over my face. And then afterwards, she'll use a slightly lighter shade to highlight my face. Once the foundation is on, instead of using a wet sponge or a beauty blender, she's going to use a little puff that she created called the Ip Puff. And she's going to use that to blend and pat the foundation into my skin so it looks very smooth and flawless. Now she's applying a lighter concealer to brighten up my under eyes and also give my face more dimension. Once the base is done, she applies a liquid blush from Rare Beauty and blends it out on my cheeks. With some of that excess product, she blends a little on my nose and on my chin. After that, she sets everything with a translucent powder to mattify the skin and also help tone down the blush a little bit. Now, because she's doing a smoky eye, she's going to opt for a matte finish on the skin, so it's not too much. As she's applying powder, she's going to apply a little bit more under my eyes to help catch any fallout, as she's going to go back and finish my under eye makeup next. For my under eyes, she's lining my waterline with a black kohl pencil, and then she blends and smokes it out with some eyeshadow. Now this is key when doing an Arabic makeup look. The focal point is all about the eyes. It should be defined, it should be bold and smoky. Now she's lining my top lash line with a liquid liner, but just a very thin line, staying close to my natural lash line. After that, Ibtisam brushes away the powder underneath my eyes, and then she applies a pressed powder from Huda Beauty. This is to further blur out any pores and texture on my skin. Now she's going back in with a little bit of that brow powder just to touch up some parts. And then she moves on to contouring / bronzing. She explained that because she's doing a smoky eye on me today, she doesn't want to do heavy contouring because it'll look too strong for this look. Hence why she's opting for a bronzing powder just to sculpt my face and give it some color slightly. Next, she applies a pair of false lashes and then finishes off my under eyes with the bronze highlight shade. Time for some mascara to give my lashes some oomph. And then a pop of highlight on my cheekbones. A little tip is, if you want to make your highlight pop even more, wet your brush with some setting spray, and here she's using a fan brush just to concentrate that highlight on my cheekbones. Last but not least, she's moving on to lips. She's going to line them first before filling them in with a Huda Beauty liquid lipstick. These are super long wearing. Afterwards, she uses a lighter nude shade on the center of my lips to give it a little bit more shape and dimension. And the makeup is complete. What do you guys think of this Arabic inspired makeup look? It's been so long since I've had a dark full glam like this. I'm all dolled up and now I just need a special occasion to attend. If you guys want to see more makeup transformations, click the video on screen and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll speak to you guys next time. Bye!